Hey, this is Don from My Life's Journeys, and welcome to Trip Clips for February 22nd, 2020. Um, Interesting topic for today. Wynn Slots App. I think about 6 months ago, I brought you a report on what was the latest update. I think I characterized it as a big devaluation. Well, in the last couple of days, there has been an update again, and that's going to be the topic for this video. Um, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Happy to have you, and thanks for stopping in. Hopefully, you'll be able to give this video a thumbs up, liking it, and if you are new, please subscribe. Be happy to have you along for the ride. Um, and also hit that little bell, get notified of all the future videos. So, Wynn Slots app was a big thing when it came out. It was a great way to get free rooms, basically no strings attached, and there wasn't even a resort fee attached, which you do see as a requirement at a lot of other places. So what happened back in roughly September is they started to introduce these VIP levels, and they also brought in a new reward being buffet and being able to redeem for a buffet. And so you needed to get to level 1 VIP to be able to redeem for a buffet, level 2 to be able to redeem for a room, and then 3, 4, 5 you could get greater discounts on rooms. And so the big thing was then having to earn VIP points. And one of the things that we really came out with on that was the ability to move from level to level. If you're at a particular level, you could earn enough VIP points with fairly regular and normal play to be able to maintain that level. Moving to another level would basically require you to make an in-app purchase and obtain either more chips or a multiplier or something like that. Was still worth it because the end cost to get what you were going to want was still less than paying the off the rack price. So let's roll forward to the last couple of days and what's happened now. And so two really big things that were in the change. First, the way you accumulate VIP points. They basically, I don't know how to say this other than made it extremely difficult to accumulate enough VIP points in future cycles of qualifying periods to be able to get enough to even maintain your level without making an in-app purchase. This is my assessment so far. For either the gold chest or the daily spin, it doesn't seem to matter what level you're at, you only get one VIP point. And then for the various challenges through the day, the number of VIP points as well has, while it varies, they've also declined significantly. And so getting to level 1, which is the level you need to get to be able to redeem for a buffet, you're going to need 2,500 VIP points. If you can only, and that's in a rolling 90-day period, or in the 90-day qualifying period. And if you can only get, let's say 20 a day, you ain't going to make it without making some kind of an in-app purchase. So that's the first big thing. And so that's going to impact first the ability to redeem for a buffet even, or a couple of buffets. The gem amounts that are in there, the points that you need to accumulate from play, don't seem to have changed, at least not yet. It's just what you have to do to be eligible to use those gems to redeem for something has changed. So that's step one. What's changed within the what you can qualify for on the VIP levels? And one of the things that a lot of people are very interested in is how do we redeem for a free room? As of whereas a week ago, let's say, you could redeem for a room if you had achieved VIP level 2. Now that's shifted up to VIP level 3. And past room redemptions didn't have a resort fee. Now, from what I'm reading, from what other people have seen, is that if you want to make a redemption now, you're going to pay a resort fee. So a couple of big changes in terms of value return on this. Well, those are some really big and significant changes. What we come back to now is the endpoint evaluation. Is it worth doing? That's what everybody's always about. Is it worth spending my time? Can I do this? Blah 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 blah. Anyway, yeah, I find the app is something that I can easily run in the background. If I'm doing something else, I turn it on, it goes on an auto spin, runs through its 500 spins, and most of what I need to do is done without my even paying attention to it. So it's not a big deal. That part's really easy. Now that the evaluation becomes, okay, I can still accumulate the gems that I need to redeem. Am I going to make it to the VIP levels that I need to be able to actually qualify to redeem those gems? And is that going to be worth it? And I'm gonna use an example of the princess right now. She's been playing. She's been at level 0. We've got a trip coming up. Wants to redeem for 2 buffets. She's got tons of gems and is fine. Still at level 0. We're 3 weeks I think away from the end of her qualifying period, and I've gotten to the point where it's we're making that evaluation of what needs to be purchased in additional VIP points to be able to make the buffet redemption. And so she wants to be able to redeem for 2 buffets. We're going to be able to do that with an in-app purchase. I think now my latest guess is about $18. The value of 2 buffets is about $100. So we're going to pay $18 for $100 worth of buffet. You know what? That makes sense to me. It really does. Let's take a look at another situation where you want to redeem for some rooms. And let's say you've got adequate gems. That's fine. You've accumulated those. That's not a problem. But what you need is to get the VIP points. So let's say you got enough gems. You want to redeem for 4 nights. You're going to end up having to pay, let's call it roughly $200 in resort fees. Well, you're going to have to pay those resort fees anyway if you get it, off the rack, and you book through the standard Wynn website. So that's sort of a flat. And so what you're actually doing is let's say you have to spend, let's call it $100 to earn enough VIP points or to obtain enough VIP points to get to a VIP level where you can redeem. You're getting rooms that will rarely go for less than $159 a night. So to me, if you're spending $100, even $200 for 4 times $159, so somewhere over $600, you've just had a 200% return because you've got $400 worth of value on your $200 purchase, or actually $600 worth of value for your $200 purchase. So your net gain is about $400. So that still makes sense. Is it as good value as what it was? No. Straight up free, never having to put anything in, not having to, make any purchases, do nothing, and just get a straight up free room. Hey, you can't beat that. But that was so sweet and so good that you knew it couldn't last. And so as people get into this, obviously, Wynn is in business to make money, and how this app works and what's available, it needs to make financial sense at the end of the day. It's one thing to be able to put bodies in the rooms and have them occupied if they're also out gambling and making purchases in the shops and eating in the restaurants and going to the spa or the salon and things like that. It can make sense to help drive some of the revenue. But if that redemption rate gets too high, they need to do some stuff to actually monetize and make some money. That's what they're in business for. But anyway, that's my assessment. Things aren't as good as they were. they're still pretty good. So, I encourage you still, if you haven't done it, play the Wynn Slots app. Worst case, you can have some fun with it. If you're able to get some good redemptions, even better. You can drive some value out of those redemptions and still have it make sense. So that's where I'm going to wrap up for today, because I'm going to give that, an overall positive, some neutral. But overall things are better. Or I mean, not better, but overall things are still, you still have the ability to make a positive return. So that's how I evaluate it. So thanks very much for watching. Again, if you're new to the channel and haven't yet subscribed, I invite you to do so. Would really be a pleasure to have you along. And from there, I will wrap up. And may all your life's journeys be everything you dreamed of.